Mocha takes an early lead, followed by Pistachio, Shore, Midnight, Java, Seafoam, Ocean, and Espresso. Pistachio passes Mocha in the in the start of the bottom section. Going into the second lap, Pistachio keeps the lead, Mocha Madness in second, Midnight in third, Shore in fourth, Foam Celia in fifth, Java Jackalope in sixth, Espresso in seventh, and Ocean in last. Mocha Madness pass and Shore both pass Pistachio, Mocha Madness winning out overall. Mocha Madness keeps the lead as we head to the third lap. Mocha Madness is followed by two marbles from the other team, then Pistachios, and two other marbles from the other team. Shore passes Seafoam Celia as we start at the top. Seafoam Celia passes right back. Looks like she's about to make a move for first, but doesn't. Pistachio passed onto the podium. Midnight's trailing close behind. Java Jackalope and Ocean fighting for 7th, 6th. Java Jackalope gains speed, has a hard bounce off there, letting Ocean keep the lead over the back to marbles. Mocha still is in first, Pistachio moving into second, which will be good points for the team. Seafoam, Celia, and Shore both now look to be close behind Mocha Madness, but Mocha Madness was holding them back so Pistachio could get into the lead. No moves can really be made in that bottom section, letting the top two marbles keep their place, going down different paths to hold off adversaries. Currently, I believe this setup leaves both teams with 18 points in the standings, so someone will have to make a move. Java Jackalope trailing far and last. The rest of the marbles close together. Espresso hounding Ocean. And Espresso will pass Ocean and possibly Midnight as we look to the top of the course. Not quite, but trailing close behind, but Ocean is able to move further. Cough almost said the team name. Java Jackalope made a move. Pistachio and Mocha Madness not letting up any position. This seems to be a race where the back four marbles will be the deciding factor for who takes home more points and gets to stay in the winner's bracket. Shore has passed Mocha Madness. And Seafoam Sealy close behind, putting on the pressure through the chicanes, but Mocha Madness will keep the lead. Seafoam Sealy will gain positioning through the slow section, but Mocha Madness is right behind. The two marbles neck and neck, and Mocha Madness had a hard hit at the top there, but Seafoam Sealy had a hard hit at the bottom. Shore trying to close in on Pistachio to help the team get more points. Mocha Madness trying to pass Seafoam Sealy. It seems like the marbles, the teams took different sides in the slalom. Oh, Shore bounced off the guard walls there, letting Pistachio grow the lead. Seafoam Ocean has passed Mocha Madness. Pistachio's the only one who's been fighting for the coffee shop this whole time. Shore might pass Pistachio here, but will not. Pistachio holding them off, going further down the course. Will Mocha Madness try making a move to keep Coffee Shop in the game during the final lap? Or will it be wraps? Since it's not about who's in first, it's about which team gets more points. And I believe that is game. Coffee shop gaining plus 15 points, and the sea floor having 7 plus 6, 13 plus 5, 18 plus 3, 21 points. The next race will be between... One moment, let me check. Team Nature versus CUPS. Another 11 lap race, as all the others have been so far. And we will start the race. Salmon, oh. One moment. We did this wrong. Now we will start. And we're off. It seems to be pretty even at the top, then Nature takes more points down the bottom part. Cups do have first place, though, which is worth 8 points, and 1 less point the further down your placement is. Desert passes Sakura down at the going into the slaloms. Autumn, White, Winter, Umber, and Salmon right behind as Sakura passes back into first. Purple Pop moved up into third, but there's still 3 Team Nature marbles before the last 2 cups. Oh, Salmon fell into last, getting passed by the 2 cups marbles. But Nature has gotten the top 2 spots. Oh wait, I forgot to mark this race as in progress. Autumn and Desert, followed by Sakura and Purple Pop, then Cream and Umber, round off the top 6 with White Winter and Salmon following. Purple Pop moves into second. And then into first. Oh, but hit an awful hit off the wall there. Let's Desert and Autumn pass right back. Autumn holding off Purple Pop so Desert can gain a lead. The top cups marbles taking the other side, but it will not. The strategy will not work out in this lap. Purple Pop and Desert neck and neck entering the sixth lap. Purple Pop expertly navigating the slaloms, and I believe Purple Pop has passed Desert. Yes, she has, but Desert passes right back. And there's another lead change. But other than the lead, it's looking pretty much like Team Nature's gonna win it. And two marbles past Purple Pop there. Purple Pop passing one right back. And closing in on Desert. Autumn and Sakura close behind White Winter, Umber, Cream, and Salmon on the other side. Desert will grow the lead through to the drop. Started lap 8 with a comfortable lead. But a bounce there, will Purple Pop take advantage of it? We can't know for sure, but the lead has died down. Purple Pop also fighting off White Winter. Autumn and Umber fighting, and Umber gets the better of Autumn, leaving two Nature's marbles down in last. Cups have a pretty good lead. Pretty good positioning over the Team Nature marbles. The Desert stays. Oh, never mind. Purple Pop passes Desert. Desert tries passing Pap, can't quite get it. Through the slaloms, making up ground, but they both enter the opposite sides. It seems like Purple Pop's just ahead of Desert. And they exit around the same time. Opposite sides again. Going down to drop, neck and neck. Desert has a harsh hit, letting Purple Pop pass. Going through the arrowheads, down the slaloms. Thank you for the raid. Purple Pop, Desert, Umber, White Winter, Sakura, Cream, Salmon, Autumn is the order. This is the penultimate end of the penultimate lap, and it looks like Cups, who have been fighting all round just for a glimmer of hope, seem to be winning. Based on the order, yes, they will be winning as it's alternating. Oh, it might be tied now, as the Cups marble has fallen into last in the final lap. Team Nature might win because of Salmon's play to get ahead of Sakura. Purple Pop, Desert, Umber White Winter, Salmon, Sakura, Autumn, and Cream all pass. And how does the scores play out? It's a tie. We will do a tiebreaker lap, everyone starting at the same position. Whoever wins this lap will get 1 point. Autumn leading the way. Purple Pop trailing close behind. Whoever gets more points in this lap will win. Purple Pop takes the lead. Two Team Nature Marbles in the back. And we are nearing the end. All of the tiebreaker lap already. And it is another tie as we go for the second tiebreaker round. Oh, that was the wrong Discord.
Are you narrating for your friends, or are you just kind of narrating into the ether? Benny.
This is another tie round as we go into the third tiebreaker of this round. At which point do we start removing marbles just so we get to an end? Unless if there's an order change, Of course there's an order change right at the end. 8, 7 plus 6, 13. 8 plus 5, 13. Plus 4, 17. Plus 3, 20. Then plus 3, 16. And the winner will be Cups. After 3 tiebreakers. As we go to the next 2 teams, the winner of the wild card, the OGs versus Team Capitalism. And we will go back to 11 laps. A lot of similar colored marbles this round. Team Capitalism has the top 3 spots. Goldenrod, Mint Mall, Fuchsia Fragrance, Blue Boss, Red Rogue, Ruby Restaurant, Green Goose, and Yellow Yeller. Of course, as I was saying, that everything changes. Blue Boss moves into first. Followed by someone. Goldenrod and Ruby Restaurant close behind. The OGs makes a move. Red Rogue shot into first, only to move down to second. But the OGs hold the top 2 spots. Though this is only the second lap, so things could change. Blue Boss being a boss at the slaloms. And Red Rogue taking the other path, blocking off any chance to be passed. These 2 were the original 2 in the racing league and have been rivals throughout.
Any suspicion of wrongdoing or misconduct from community members or the moderators. For this video, we're going to look at the timeline of events, as well as some of the more common methods of cheating to see if we can find any inconsistency that would have outed the cheater. Finally, to make things more interesting, I'm not going to reveal who the cheater is right away. Instead, I'd like you to try and catch the guilty parties while we look at the evidence. So when you think you know...
Again, taking the strategy of choosing opposite paths. So Goldenrod almost passes Blue Boss there. Currently, with how the marbles are laid out, the OGs will win, but Goldenrod makes a move. But so does Yellow Yeller. Most of the top 4 there for a moment were OGs.
Every day we hack scammers. Majority of those scammers don't even know we're on their system. But what happens to the ones who do? There's only a few options. Option number 1.
Goldenrod's in second. Red Rogue is in first. Yellow Yeller or Ruby Restaurant is in fourth. Mint Mall and Green Goo, then Fuchsia Fragrance. In the curves, it's so hard to tell who is ahead. But Capitalism gets second and third. Green Goo has been trailing behind in 7th or 8th place this entire race. Ruby Restaurant having to hold Blue Boss off, but Blue Boss learned these tight tracks when he was young, so he passes Ruby Restaurant going into the wide section. And currently, this would be a tie if this was the last lap, but it's only the 6th. Goldenrod looks behind to see Blue Boss somewhat in the rearview mirror, but not too much to worry about for now. Goldenrod's more focused on trying to pass Red Rogue, but goes into the same lane, and Blue Boss goes into the other one, trying to pass Goldenrod. And though he entered later, he exits near the same time and passes Goldenrod. Goldenrod passes right back. So does Mint Mall coming from the back half of the order. But Blue Boss passes Mint Mall again just to be passed. Yellow Yeller passes Ruby Restaurant. Goldenrod takes a heavy hit off the wall, but luckily Mint Mall was the one to pass him. Yellow Yeller and Blue Boss side by side going into the tight curve. Yellow Yeller hounding Goldenrod a bit, somewhat putting pressure on to help Blue Boss. As Blue Boss tries to pass Goldenrod, Yellow Yeller gives a slight boost, but it's not quite enough. Red Rogue still holds a consistent lead over the two opposing marbles. Blue Boss and Yellow Yeller trying to catch up to the second and third place marbles as they try to catch up to Red Rogue. Green Ruby Restaurant fell down the order. Green Goo and Fuchsia Fragrance both passing. Green Goo and Fuchsia Fragrance fighting. Green Goo mastering the slaloms there. Green Goo trying to pass Fuchsia Fragrance again. As Blue Boss passes Goldenrod, Mint Mole passes Blue Boss. Goldenrod is held off by Blue Boss, but Mint Mole is slightly gaining a lead. Goldenrod tried shoving Blue Boss there, but it only helped Blue Boss. Blue Boss through the slums, catching up to Mint Mole, entering the tight section nearly the same time. Will Blue Boss gain ground? Yes, and Blue Boss almost passes Mint Mole going into the top of the track and passes Mint Mole as they start the penultimate lap. The top half of the order's looking better than the bottom half for the OGs, but Blue Boss gets passed by Mint Mole. Green Goo really needs to make a move here to help the team out. Yellow Yeller chasing Goldenrod. Blue Boss chasing Mint Mole. Goldenrod chasing Blue Boss. Mint Mole chasing Red Rogue. Red Rogue chasing that gold medal. Mint Mole and Blue Boss almost go at the exact same time, but Blue Boss has a series of unfortunate hits. Gets passed by 2 marbles there. Yellow Yeller passes Goldenrod and has Mint Mole in his sights. Blue Boss trying to catch up to Goldenrod as this is the final lap. And I think Green Goo passes Fuchsia Fragrance. I think the OGs win here if this order stays the same. Red Rogue and Mint Mole are both through. Goldenrod passes Yellow Yeller. Blue Boss gets through. Ruby Restaurant. Green Goo gets through above Fuchsia Fragrance, but how does the points shake out? Plus 8 plus 5, 13 plus 4, 17 plus 2. It is 19 to 17 for the OGs. The OGs, both wins of theirs have been a close one. As we go to losers, the losers wild card for the next race, which is between Team Nature and the Forest. two rivals teams both fighting to not be the first one out of the competition. This will be a 7-lap race. 5 laps, actually. Nature gets the better start, having the entire podium and in 6th place. But everyone's so close together, anything could happen. Blossom gets into 3rd. Orange Oak also ahead of White Winter. Mahogany passing Salmon. Vineyard has also passed Salmon. Nature still has the top 2 spots and 4th. But Blossom shoots into 1st, with Mahogany moving into 2nd. But Autumn moves into 1st. Orange Oak into 2nd.
It's really hard to hear anything. I'm gonna have to blare my volume.
Do it. Ben doesn't like it. That's why he gave you headphones. Do it.
Desert in 3rd, Vineyard in 4th, Blossom in 5th, White Winter in 6th, Mahogany in 7th, and in 8th, Salmon.
The voice on your shoulder.
So far, this is looking to be a tied race. Any move could be the winning move at this point, and Mahogany passes White Winter, only to be passed right back. White Winter passes Vineyard, making Nature have a lead. Or do they? Desert passes Orange Oak. Team Forest needs to do something here to continue. If Team Forest just passes Desert, they have a good shot of getting the win. Autumn has a secure lead. It's a fight for 2nd, and Vineyard wins out. As we start the final lap, Vineyard and Blossom just have to hold off Desert. Mahogany and Orange Oak have to hold off White Winter. Orange Oak, except for 1st place, except for 5th place, the entire bottom half was Team Nature. It's Team Nature, sorry. Team Forest seem to have been saving all their energy for the final lap. Nature passes... Desert passes Mahogany. But Mahogany passes back, only for Desert to pass right back right at the end. Eight points for Autumn. Then the top 3 get 18, and that's to top 3 Forest Marbles get 18, and then 21 through. Mahogany, meaning Team Nature, will get 15 total. Meaning Team Forest will win as we move to Losers Round 2. With the Team Monochrome versus Team Capitalism. And a 7-lap race.
There you go. Be free, my friend. New home. So I did that same process with the other 5, and there we go.
And we're off.
And as you could guess, immediately they packed up like piranhas do.
Goldenrod getting the best start, followed by Ruby Restaurant, Grey Grabber, and Slate. Then in the back half, it's Black Bullet, Fuchsia Fragrance, Ivory, and Mint Mall. Ruby Restaurant and Goldenrod in the top 2 before Grey Grabber passed both of them, getting a straight shot through the slaloms, which is what you want to see. Ruby Restaurant trying to make some moves in this final section, catching up to Grey Grabber, but getting caught up on the wall, letting Grey Grabber regain that lead, but more speed through the slaloms and into the turnaround to start the bottom sections are neck and neck. Grey Grabber getting another good slalom into the tight section. Goldenrod holding back 2 marbles of the opposing team. Mint Mall falling a few places. Slate far and last. Black Bullet and Goldenrod fighting for third. Black Bullet accidentally boosting Goldenrod. Ivory passing Black Bullet and shooting into the bottom section. And Black Bullet boosts Ivory there in hopes she can pass Ruby Restaurant and Goldenrod. Mint Mall's right behind Black Bullet, as well as Fuchsia Fragrance, with Slate so far behind. Grey Grabber is either in second or third, as both Goldenrod and Ruby Restaurant had passed them there for a second. But now Team Monochrome has the top 2 spots, but Ivory's passed by Ruby Restaurant. Black Bullet down in 7th, Slate in last is not making it look good for Team Monochrome, especially with Mint Mall and Ivory fighting for third. Fuchsia Fragrance moves to the side with less opposing members, and that might help her in this race. Ivory passes into second, but gets passed right back by Ruby Restaurant. Mint Mall and Goldenrod right behind Ivory, as Ruby Restaurant sees Grey Grabber right ahead of him. Goldenrod and Mint Mall both pass Ivory, who gets caught up. Fuchsia Fragrance close behind. And Ruby Restaurant passes Grey Grabber at the start of the penultimate lap. Goldenrod in third. Grey Grabber trying to fight back for first, but taking the same path, which makes it harder. And Grey Grabber passes going into the bottom section. Ruby Restaurant right behind. And they collide going into the tight section. 3 of the 4 marbles of one team down one track, which is not necessarily what you want to see as we're about to enter into the final lap. Three marbles all chasing down Grey Grabber in the bottom part of the last lap. All 4 Team Capitalism marbles together from 2nd through to 5th. Greg Grabber at this point can't be passed, so it's if his team can do anything. But no, they cannot. Which means 13 points for Monochrome, which leaves so which leaves 7 plus 6 plus 5 plus 7 plus 13 plus 22 point. Wait, remove. Wait, 8 plus 3, 11 plus 3. That's 36, however. 10, 13. 10, 12, 22. Okay, this is correct. The next race is Team Coffee Shop versus Team Forest, which will be the last losers bracket race of this section. Will Team Forest continue their loser bracket run? Or will Coffee Shop put an end to that as we start the 8th race of this tournament? Points seem evenly spread between teams, Espresso being near the bottom, but the rest of the... never mind, most of Coffee Shop is on the podium. Five marbles all together, a mixture of both teams, near even. Orange Oak seems to be passing Pistachio here. And yes, he will. Almost passing Java Jackalope. And he will. Team Forest showing a good performance. Their first one they had only lost by 2 points. One off from being a tie. And their second showing they won by 6. And now now they're near almost all in the top half. They're now alternating spots with the others with the better hand of it. Orange Oak stretching the lead, Java Jackalope close behind. Blossom and Vineyard right behind Java Jackalope. Pistachio and Mocha Madness opting for the other path alongside Mahogany. Espresso trailing behind the rest. As we enter the 4th lap, we see Orange Oak continue to stretch the lead, getting a near straight entrance into the slalom. Java Jackalope is getting closer. Blossom and Vineyard were right behind Java Jackalope there, and Blossom will pass going into 2nd. But Java Jackalope gets a better slalom even, but doesn't pass. Vineyard holding off Pistachio, knocking him back. Mocha Madness right behind that, and Mahogany, then Espresso rounding off the order. Pistachio giving Java Jackalope a boost there, which was definitely needed to not get passed by Vineyard. And Pistachio passes Vineyard. Mocha Madness almost doing so as well. Blossom and Orange Oak near each other in first, and Vineyard passes Mocha Madness after being passed, and is looking at Pistachio. Blossom and Orange Oak taking opposite paths, doing that strategy we saw with the OGs that worked so well for them.
Next time, Jonas, which is rare. You never join us.
Note is complete. Package is sealed.
Blossom passes Orange Oak, but Orange Oak stays in second. However, the next 3 marbles are all from the coffee shop, with Vineyard a bit further behind. But Vineyard gets a better slidey bit than Mocha Madness, and is looking to pass Mocha Madness in the tight section, but doesn't seem quite able to.
Swinging.
There he is.
I believe if Mocha Madness gets past here in the final lap, that will secure the win. And Vineyard passes Mocha Madness. I believe that is how that would be the deciding factor on the win versus the tie. So now Vineyard just and now all the forest marbles just have to hold their position. They don't have to try to pass, Mahogany having the furthest lead over the one right behind. Blossom passes first, Java Jackalope in second, Orange Oak, Pistachio, Vineyard, Mocha Madness, Mahogany, then Express. Forest will win by how much? Let's see. 10 plus 6 plus. Yeah, 10 plus 10. So that leaves 16 points for you. Nature, Coffee Shop, and Monochrome are now fully out of the competition as we move to Seafloor versus Cups. This will be a 13-lap race. It is the winner semifinals. Cups have first, third, fourth, and seventh, and Seafloor has second, fifth, sixth, and eighth. So far, we haven't seen a team get the top 4 spots in this competition. Seafoam Sealy passes. Seafoam Sealy and Purple Pop pass Sakura, but behind Seafoam Sealy is all 4 Cups. 3 Cups members, now all 4 Cups members. Midnight and Umber were trading spots there. And Midnight gets shoved back by multiple Cups members, but passes 2 of them, looking to pass a third, but doesn't quite get the chance. But they're neck and neck in the tight section. But Midnight will not pass Cream. Pink Poppy and Umber both trying to pass Midnight, but both get passed by Shore and Ocean. they had that strong battery, but then all got past.
Almost held on. And we do know from slow motion clips on YouTube, they do handle it. But there's handling it, there's 160.
Midnight repasses Cream going into the tight section. It's all unraveling for Cups in the third lap. Except for Purple Pop getting first and having a large lead. Seafoam Celian second. Cream getting back into third. Midnight passing Cream. Shore and Ocean 5th and 6th. Shore and Umber now. Then Ocean. Then Sakura.
It's not so much survive, but can it make that awful noise the whole way down? It's a brute. Oh, it's coming down.
Both teams know they can't afford going to the losers semi-finals then finals, as that would mean they have a harder time if they get to the finals. Which is 2 races after this one for the team as they go to the winners finals, then the grand finals.
Swiss markings all over it, which is pretty special. Can the bike be ridden after the fall? And will the bell work? Going to be ridden by Rexy, our stuntman extraordinaire. Brett Isaac, what's up next? Bicycle! Bike time, let's go! Rexy as well? Rexy's favourite movie is Hot Rod, so he was very quick to volunteer for this. Tyres are flat, but we'll give him one last go. Sorry, buddy.
Purple Pop, Seafoam Ceiling, Midnight, Cream, Umber, Shore, Ocean, and Sakura. Sakura was in first at a point, now is all the way in last. But this is one of the better showings from a last place marble, still having another marble in sights. Purple Pop stretching the lead. Midnight and Seafoam trading second. Umber in fourth, followed by Cream. Then Shore passed both of them. Ocean in seventh, then Sakura still in last. Shore expertly navigating the tight section, even passing a marble that entered at a few lengths, not just a few lengths, a few seconds ahead. Purple Pop doing the best she can, yet the rest of her team is sort of leaving her in the mud with this less than this subpar performance. Sure, they're holding off Ocean, but other than that, they are losing by quite a bit as we're in the 9th lap. Cream seems to have gotten passed by Ocean there, though passed through the tight section. Umber's right behind Midnight, so close for... Oh, of course, as I mention it, Umber passes. Cream and Sakura need to move out of the bottom two if they want to keep Cups within the tournament. Seafloor passes Umber.
It's two halves glued together. They've dropped it off like a 20-something foot building. They sent it to us and said, drop it off your tower. But
There's only a couple laps to go. Purple Pop is all the way down the course. Seafoam Sealy's barely in sight.
what's going to happen? Is the ball going to survive? Is it going to bounce?
Seafloor's all bunched up together, however. So far, this is looking to be a 13 to 22. But Cups makes Umber passes Midnight and is closing in on Ocean.
Oh my goodness me! It is away!
But it's the final lap. It's too little too late. Cups get 8 points. Then 7, 13, 18 for Seafloor. Then 4 more points bringing Cups to 12. Then 3 more points bringing from Midnight bringing Seafloor to 21. And then 15 for Cups. Oh. Cups isn't quite out yet, but they're close to facing elimination, as it's the OGs versus the Warriors. Another 13 lap race. And we're off. Yellow Yeller in the lead, passed by Teal Titan, but then it's the 4 OGs all chasing Teal Titan down, 3 of which going the opposite path. Red Rogue chasing Teal Titan directly. They all go the opposite path. Yellow Yeller gets passed by Violet Vengeance. And Blue Boss and Green Goo both pass Steel Titan, but Violet Vengeance passes Green Goo. It's Blue Boss, Carnage, Violet Vengeance, Crimson Crusader, Red Rogue, Green Goo, then Yellow Yeller. But everyone's all mixed together. No one's far in the back, no one's far in the front. It's sort of a chaotic jumble. Currently, the Warriors are winning out, but Carnage just let Blue Boss pass him, and Blue Boss is closing in on Violet Vengeance. Carnage repasses Blue Boss and passes Violet Vengeance. Blue Boss closing in on her. The Warriors are in the top half, and the OG's in the bottom half. Blue Boss passes Crimson Crusader, however. This looks to be a blowout. Thank you, Hazel, for the follow. The Warriors have the top 3, Blue Boss keeping them from having the top 4, Crimson Crusader in 5th, and the rest of the OGs in the bottom 3. Crimson Crusader right next to Blue Boss. Will he make a move? Yes, he does. This is looking disastrous for the OGs as most of them aren't even near the others. Blue Boss trying to repass Crimson Crusader. We're over the halfway point now. And Blue Boss passes Crimson Crusader, going fast into the others, but doesn't pass any. Going into the tight section. Yellow catching up. Green Goo and Red Rogue still trailing behind, however. Crimson Crusader has repassed Blue Boss, but Blue Boss is right behind Carnage. But Blue Boss takes a heavy hit. Trailing behind the 2 marbles. Crimson Crusader gets past. Blue Boss closing in on Carnage again. But Carnage makes out of the section better. Yellow trying to pass Crimson Crusader as well as we enter the 9th lap, and Blue Boss past Carnage. Now setting his sights on Teal Titan, not even bothering to look in the rear view, just pedal to the metal. Yellow's right behind Carnage. Green Goo close behind. Teal Titan's keeping a lead as we're about to enter the 10th of 13 laps. Crimson Crusader moves to pass Blue Boss, but Blue Boss keeps the lead. Well, not the lead, but ahead. Red Rogue way behind. Not what you want to see. The OGs seem to be looking towards the bottom bracket. And Crimson Crusader passes Blue Boss. Yellow has passed Carnage. Yellow is ahead of Crimson Crusader. Blue Boss behind Crimson Crusader. Carnage right ahead of Yellow. As we are entering the penultimate lap, it's back to top half Warriors, bottom half OGs, but Blue Boss is trying to stop the white belt again. And Blue Boss almost passes 2 more of the Warriors there. Red Rogue far behind. Green Goo also far behind but closer.
One of the things we have to do is build a bunch of required
And Blue Boss passes Violet Vengeance.
surgery thingy and a trade center, blah blah blah. So we're gonna select our staff only path.
Carnage is only barely ahead, but
Way far away. Yeah, that seems good enough. Look at all these
Violet Vengeance passes. So does Crimson Crusader.
ones, these adorable ones with the flowers outside, or these themed ones.
The final lap, and it looks towards a blowout. But Yellow Yeller is trying to stop that from happening ahead of Violet Vengeance.
Trade center. Here's our East Asian quarantine center. Here's our beautiful staff room. Which wait, will it let me do this? Oh well, yeah, of course. How far down can these go? Looks like they can go down pretty far.
And Teal Titans in first, followed by Yellow Yeller, Violet Vengeance, Carnage, Blue Boss, Green Goo, Crimson Crusader,
We wanted, right? I don't know exactly.
and finally Red Rogue.
Figure it out. Okay, I think I've placed all the buildings we need to put down. All very normal, of course. We got one living in this tree and 4 buildings stacked on top of each other. Now the real question is if we can attach it to the path. Yes, we can. Couldn't be more simple. You know, if you need to get to the veterinary, you just take this path out here, go all the way across this platform, down to these beautiful stairs, and then you have your choice if you want to go to one of these other beautiful buildings over here.
21 to 15 for the Warriors. As we move to the losers semifinals.
Super easy to access. You just take this path right down this big tunnel I dug out, and then you just follow it out till you see the sunlight, and then you just march your way down the path back over to where all the other buildings are. Too easy. And because the game told me that customers don't like seeing all of these buildings, we'll just put 2 big trees on the opening right there. There we go. It's all secluded now. Customers will never be able to see it. Okay, we're all
It is Cups versus Capitalism.
game's got all kinds of stuff. Camels, tigers, wildebeest, whatever the hell that thing is. I don't know about you, but I'd like to see giraffes.
And this will be another 13 lap race.
These. And I'm gonna take all of these factors not into consideration at all. Turns out I can buy a lot more than 4. Sky's the limit then. Okay, I've got 30 giraffes in my animal storage. Not exactly sure where that animal storage is, but let's not think too hard about it. Okay, now we need a nice level
Other than Sakura in second, Capitalism has the top spots, except now it's all shuffled around with Mint Mall, Sakura, Goldenrod, Umber, Fuchsia, Cream, Purple Pop, Zen, Ruby Restaurant.
get in and out of here. I love this big heavy security door on a hedge wall. Let's do it. Let's put a giraffe
Sakura moves into first, followed by Mint Mall, then Umber, then Goldenrod, Fuchsia Fragrance, Purple Pop, Cream, and Ruby Restaurant. Fuchsia Fragrance and Umber moves into first, followed by Sakura, giving the top 2 spots to Cups, followed by 3 Team Capitalism, then all of Team Capitalism, actually. Then it's Cream and Purple Pop.
I feel kind of bad, but it,
Look at that. I don't think you can hear it. There's a lot of angry flies.
So for the past several weeks, I have been waging war on my farm. Waging war against
Cream needs to.
flies that have
Purple Pop passes Mint Mall and Goldenrod behind
Yeah, I would not have expected one of the
Ruby Restaurant and passes Ruby Restaurant and is trailing Fuchsia Fragrance.
I'm talking about flies, it's a variety of different types of fly. It's the poop fly, it's the horn fly, it's all of the flies that are typically
Cups almost has the top 3 spots, but Fuchsia Fragrance is holding on. Fuchsia Fragrance even moving into second. Ruby Restaurant passes Purple Pop.
No one's watching.
In first place is Umber, just passing Fuchsia Fragrance, then Sakura, then Ruby Restaurant, Cream, and Purple Pop, then Goldenrod and Mint Mall to round out the order. Fuchsia Fragrance going to the left, while Umber's on the right.
Towards the end of the winter,
Pink Poppy going to the left.
remedies to address it, but probably would have been so much easier if I just poured on some ivermectin or something. But the reason I'm so strongly opposed to substances like ivermectin
Umber, Fuchsia Fragrance,
is because
Pink Poppy, Cream, Ruby Restaurant, Purple Pop, Goldenrod, and Mint Mall.
you know, number one, as a person who's going to be consuming some of the beef that comes from our farm, I'd like to avoid those things if I can. I don't think that they're the boogeyman, but I also don't think that they're necessarily great things to consume. And so avoiding them whenever possible makes sense from a food consumption perspective. But then second, what I'm trying
This
to
is
do with
still,
my farm, it makes a
we
huge
are
difference
only
when I
halfway
think about
through the
chemicals like
race.
ivermectin. You know, I really am trying to regenerate the pastures here by doing this rotational grazing where you have heavy grazing for a day and then good rest for about 60 days. What that lets you do is to make sure as much as possible of your grass matter gets consumed down. Your cows are going to leave nice big poops.
The big
Those
thing is
poops
to-
are
Alex is laying right on it,
by
so.
feeding all sorts of insects and nematodes and other types
All
of
the marbles are
soil
close
life.
together
And
in
when you
this
use a
race.
substance like ivermectin, you're killing the microlife that's on your animals, but then that is also going through their pee and poop, that's going into your soil, and it's killing some of the microbiology in your soil itself. And so it just strikes me that that's the type of thing I should avoid doing.
Umber's
And when I
still in
think
first,
back to
followed
my
by
lives in
Fuchsia
office,
Fragrance, then
I
Sakura,
really
Ruby Restaurant, Cream, Purple Pop, Goldenrod, and Mint Mall. The order not having
never
changed.
ever use all sorts of weird treatments that big agriculture uses. My animals are going to be all natural. But what you often find is when the rubber meets the road and you go from being somebody who's working in theory versus somebody who's working in actual practice, that becomes much easier said than done. Which gets me to the great fly war of 2022. You see, for the last couple of weeks, my cattle have been absolutely infested in flies. And I know for my animals it's causing a great deal of stress as well as some health risks. You know, number one, much like people, cattle don't like to have a whole bunch of flies on top of them. Number two, they actually burn more calories when they're having to deal with flies because they're constantly moving and twitching and trying to shake the
Oh,
flies off.
Fuchsia Fragrance passes into first, but Umber passes right back. Then gets passed again.
And health problems
3 lead changes in a matter of 5 seconds.
luckily our breed
But Cups still have the free spots behind Fuchsia Fragrance.
and that helps protect them a lot from flies, but they are by no means impervious.
now most farms would
Ruby Restaurant chasing down Cream as in hopes to get one place.
But I've been desperately trying
And
to
Purple
avoid
Pop
doing
and
things for
Goldenrod
all the reasons I just
in
explained.
a fight through the tight section. Getting out at the same time, but Goldenrod gets the better line.
You know, number one, by
But
constantly
Purple
moving all
Pop
the fresh pasture,
passes
avoiding
through to
certain
the
levels
10th
of
flat.
fly pressure because they're going to be further away from their poop, which is going to be the hatching ground for a lot of those flies.
And then number two, I have these chickens. And these chickens play an important part in my fly mitigation strategy. You see, they live in this mobile chicken coop, and I move them every couple of days, and usually they're about 2
Cups
to 4
is
days
pushing
behind
forward
the
to
cow.
keep
So when they're behind the cattle, you're
their
gonna
run
find them
alive,
scratch and break up the cow pies. And so
as
then they're
well
consuming all
as
of those
capitalism.
flies, which does a fair amount to reduce the fly pressure.
So far, I believe Cups is winning.
Planning out my farm and raising cattle. Having a strategy with chickens to follow around your cattle is something that somebody like Joel Salatin's always preaching, but in my personal experience, it's always been okay. Maybe I don't have enough
Purple
chickens,
Pop
maybe I'm not moving
trying to
fast
pass
enough,
Ruby
maybe I don't
Restaurant
have
just to
enough
get
living
more
in a
points for the
area,
team.
but the chance of seeing
Accidentally
stuff like that
boosts
is I
Ruby
just don't have a
Restaurant,
market for that many chicken
but
eggs, and
now
so
is
it
looking
almost
to
becomes
pass
impossible
Goldenrod,
to
and
have
does
chickens.
through
And I know that's probably a debatable one, but that's what
the slaloms going into the
Hey, what are you doing? Get your head out of that.
tight section.
Goofball. And at the same
But
time,
Goldenrod passes right back as we move towards the penultimate lap.
we've got a pretty healthy population of ducks here, so there's a lot of poultry going through this pasture, working it over. Speaking of poultry working the pasture over, I see Jemima.
Ruby Restaurant still has
Thanks. How's it going, Jemima?
still has a couple of seconds between him and Cream.
We've still just had a massive outbreak of flies on the farm. And because I've been so reluctant to use man-made chemical treatments, my only other solution
Purple
to try
Pop making their way through the tight section a bit faster than Goldenrod, but Goldenrod still makes it out quicker because of the quicker entrance.
and what traps work
As we go into the final lap, Fuchsia Fragrance falls down a lot of places, and the top two spots are held by Cups, followed by the next two for Capitalism. And then the bottom four is alternating from Cups to Capitalism.
But know that it's a very limited time offer, and once we're done offering the shirt, we're going to go to print and ship them out to everybody, and you won't be able to.
Fuchsia Fragrance might pass Umber here, but will not, as the marbles round the top section for the final time.
I mean, would you look at that? That's kind of disgusting in there, huh? And while I tested a whole bunch of different brands and models, when it comes to natural, non-chemical based fly trapping, there's really just two different options. You have your sticky traps and you have your bucket traps. And when I say bucket traps too, that can mean like a plastic cup or a can, it can mean like a plastic bag, or it can even mean like these modified 5-gallon plastic bucket traps.
11
Honestly,
plus
at this point, I have tested them all, and I will tell you what worked. And if you're wondering if they actually worked, I mean, look at my
Another 21 to 15 game.
Audrey won, who was probably
As we go to the OGs versus Team Forest.
the black cow. She's got nothing.
Team For
Gnats that are floating around in
This is a rematch from the wild card, with Team Forest having lost that.
fly right on her nose. That is the only fly on my cow.
Will Team Forest enact their revenge, or will the OGs beat them again?
Around cattle and horses.
But this time, whoever wins gets the other eliminated.
But it's going to take a little bit of work. Now, let me just tell you right now, when it comes to different
Last time it was 19 to 17 for the OGs. And here it seems the OGs are in the lead again,
it does a good job
with
catching flies and collecting them.
with Green Goo and Red Rogue leading the pack. The top four are all OGs, followed by the 4 Forest, with all the marbles going down the same path through the tight section.
The easiest way to trap them. And if I use homemade bait, it also becomes the cheapest way to trap them. But unfortunately, with my
Blossom is far in the back.
caught a few, but not much.
Mahogany passes Blue Boss and Red Rogue, but then gets passed right back. Yellow Yeller has gotten passed by 2 of the 4 Forest marbles, but passes Vineyard right back.
Business with a whole bunch of flies that I caught.
Mahogany keeping
Kind of expensive.
Team Forest from being in the bottom half.
Too. Probably my
Blue Boss was doing this in their last race, which is the only reason it wasn't a wipeout.
activate, but it is pretty effective in catching flies. I mean, there's a ton of them in here. And of course,
Mahogany and Yellow Yeller passes Mahogany, bringing the OGs back all to the top 4.
yeah, this one's going
But Vineyard and Mahogany are right behind Yellow Yeller, and I believe Mahogany has passed. But a collision sends Yellow Yeller further ahead than both Vineyard and Mahogany.
are probably the most
Blossom trying to get into the fray.
but far and away the most effective way for controlling flies, no doubt about it, is by using
Mahogany and Vineyard neck and neck, both trying to pass
paper.
Yellow Yeller.
Fly lands on it, the fly sticks to it, and then the fly eventually dies. Now, for all the fly rights folks that are out there, yes, it does harm the fly. Yes, the fly does probably suffer a little bit. But in the name of protecting my animals, I will trade off a little bit of that fly suffering. I guess that's just the way it goes. Now, in terms of the best type of fly paper, though, and the best way to trap with fly paper, I actually found some other things that were pretty interesting. You know, I actually started my experiments with the fly paper.
Mahogany's right behind Red Rogue, who is in 4th place.
You know, the upside to doing that is it kept it very close to my cattle, and so that meant it trapped a lot of flies. The downside is up here it was just always subjected to wind, and so it was constantly getting torn.
And Mahogany passes Red Rogue
down. And so I was
and
looking at a bunch
locks
of other options.
sights onto Yellow Yeller, but Red Rogue's right there again.
Largest possible fly paper that you can find available at your agriculture store and wrap it around a trash barrel. That's what I've been doing lately. And now you might be looking at these results and saying, it looks okay, but this was just set up 24 hours ago. And the truth of the matter is, if I go back a couple of days ago even, if you looked at what I would catch in 24 hours, it was way, way more dramatic.
Seeing how successful and absolutely disgusting
Yellow Yeller getting trapped on the course. This is the first time this has happened in the competition.
pretty much 2 minutes left.
A marble getting stuck is -3 points.
What things look like around you. And this was the second trap that I set up. I think this one was catching
The 3 remaining OGs, then Team Forest, Mahogany passing Red Rogue to take 3rd place.
Not perfect, but way better than it's been the past few years. And then by 8 o'clock at night, I think I
Yellow Yeller still stuck at the top of the course. Will anyone try to break him free? And no.
You know, the thing about the trapping like that, I started about 2 weeks ago, and I've been doing that every single day. All in all, it's about a 3-man operation to set up the fly station every day, so it doesn't feel too bad in terms of...
Red Rogue has now been passed by 2 of the 4 Team Forest marbles.
A lot of garbage, and that garbage eventually has to get thrown away. I've been putting traps right here by their waterers, and I've been constantly moving them with the cattle, and constantly making sure that there's fresh paper. You know, admittedly, I also have other traps that are around in the area as well to help keep the fly pressure down. And at first, I got to admit, I was feeling kind of disappointed because it seemed
And
like
it does seem like Yellow Yeller is fully stuck.
But really, in the last 2 days, and I say this, 2 days,
Vineyard has now caught in sight of the top 2 marbles.
only a handful floating around versus before when there was a crazy amount. It wasn't like it was getting less and less and less and then slowly would dwindle down. I mean, it was like pretty heavy, maybe slightly less heavy, and then nothing. And so my theory is that the aggressive trapping over these last 2 weeks, coupled with my efforts with pasture movements, my efforts with chickens, and my efforts with all these other traps, all of these things working together over the span of about 2 weeks is what...
We're about to start the 9th lap, and Blue Boss is followed by Green Goo, Vineyard, Red Rogue, Orange Oak, Blossom, Mahogany, then Yellow Yeller is still stuck on the course. Vineyard passes Blue Boss, who was passed by Green Goo. Going into the bottom part of the track, gets caught up on a ledge, letting Blue Boss pass right back. Red Rogue fighting with Orange Oak. Blossom going into the other lane. Mahogany behind Orange Oak.
Around here, they were selling for about $8. Here, you could buy one of these sticks for $9, and it's not nearly as effective.
And Orange Oak passes Red Rogue. Blossom and Mahogany passing Red Rogue there, then both getting passed right back.
And so, in my opinion, do not go with those. They are a rating of a
Those can die too.
5. If you get the
Yeah.
paper, they are 5 out of 5. Their only real drawback is that they can be a little expensive.
Yellow Yeller being trapped onto course might prove to be what makes the OGs lose here, however, as if Yellow Yeller was still in, that would be +1 point currently instead of -3.
And speaking of going forward, I gotta move my cattle forward, so let's go. So I just got the new paddock set up here. We'll have this space for the rest of today, and then we'll start moving down the road that way. And I'm gonna take a moment and grass geek out on you guys for a second. This has been
Except for Mahogany, all the Team Forest marbles are chasing down Blue Boss and Green Goo.
So it's been actually 60
Mahogany trying to get past Red Rogue.
You know, one farming tip people always tell you is you should keep meticulous notes. I don't keep like a written journal, but because I take so many photos and videos of the farm that I end up posting on social media, all I have to do is go back and look at either my social media accounts or my photos and videos.
Blossom passes Blue Boss. Blue Boss passes Blossom. Blossom passes both Blue Boss and Green Goo,
Well, if you only have
taking the lead.
6 or 7, it's just more like a hobby.
Blossom and Green Goo fighting for the lead, going to opposite tracks. In the end of the penultimate lap, going into the final lap, Blossom has fully taken the lead. The 3 remaining OG marbles right behind.
Yeah, you said one steer, yeah.
Oh, a hard hit. Almost letting Green Goo pass Blossom, but Blossom stays in the lead. Going into the final half of the final lap. Blue Boss and Green Goo both pass Blossom.
Well, I think I'm gonna go to bed early. I'm tired. Not sure why, but I just am. What do you think, Kent? Did you go wee now and got my toes? You're so busy smelling everything. Did you go pee? I'll go smell the backyard a little bit. think you went, but
And Blue Boss, Green Goo, Blossom, Red Oak, Orange Oak,
you were the
Mahogany,
sniff queen.
Vineyard.
Go to the back. You can go sniff in the back.
Then Yellow Yeller never got unstuck.
Start finishing up, Benny.
Ten, 15 minus. The OG still win, even though
Welcome. The main purpose of this
they
video
had
is
a
to
marble
how
stop.
the game determines EXP amounts, but I will also go over
The
topics
winners final and the losers final will be done on another day.